What's up, what's up, guys? It's Wade from Was Gaming, and I'm coming back at you with another Warhammer 40k Tacticus video. And in today's video, I'm just going to do a quick guide on how the Path of the Phoenix event works, and, what you should be looking to do to complete this event. Now, first, let me say, in my last video, we were talking about this event coming up, and I had said that I was 99% sure that it was going to be like the other character events. And yes, I was totally wrong about that. I mean, it was like a day after I put out that video that they came into the creators chat Discord. We have a Discord where all the official creators kind of talk, and they let us know that how this event was going to come and how this event was going to work. Obviously, we weren't allowed to share that right away. But boy, I was disappointed. So, anyway, this is, from what I understand, is going to be how, or it looks like this is going to be how legendary characters are released into this game. And it kind of makes sense. It's not going to be, you're not going to be able to just grind this character immediately. They specifically said in the launch notes and everything, this is meant to be endgame content, which, for me personally, I think is a really good thing for this game. Yeah, it kind of stinks that you're not going to be able to just get this character right away, but it is a legendary, so you kind of should have to work for it. And they did it in a nice way where everybody can slowly work on the character. They said they're going to do this event, frequently. And I'm sure once they get another legendary character, they'll kind of rotate. We don't know how often these events will rotate yet. I'm sure as we get more and more legendaries, it'll become more frequent. So, I really do enjoy the fact that they added some endgame content. I know some people were already getting bored with the game. Personally, I wasn't, but, I'm not a huge whale or anything. In fact, I probably spent, honestly, all in, I'm probably like $150 to $200 into the game. So, not that much money into the game. This is my free-to-play account that I really don't play on, but on my main, I probably spent like $150 to $200. And honestly, unless there's some really can't-miss deals going forward, I'm probably only going to be putting in money for the Battle Pass and the monthly Blackstone. Because I just think that's the best place to spend the money if you're not looking to spend a lot of money. We've went over that before. But anyway, they added this. This is endgame content. As we go through this and I kind of show you how it works, you'll realize, oh man, they really want you to build like every character to complete this, which is fine, guys. Like, you're just gonna work on characters slowly, build them up, just like you do for everything else, and eventually you're going to be able to grind out a legendary character. And the nice thing is, if you slowly build up all your characters that you have, and they keep doing these type of events for legendaries, eventually you're going to get to the point where grinding out the next legendary that comes out isn't going to be as difficult as, where we're starting right now. So with that, let's just jump into this. And I'll kind of show you how it works. So, first off, as you can see, kind of like the other Path of the Aldari events, you need to get these special shards to unlock the character. In this case, you need 150. You get those shards by getting path points and getting these, what do they call them? Waystone fragments. When you get enough waystone fragments, you unlock a chest, and the chest will have a certain amount of Path of the Phoenix shards to unlock the character. Now, so far, it looks like every single one of these chests, the number of shards go up by 1. I don't know if that holds true the further into the event you get into, but so far on my main, every chest I've unlocked is just 1 extra additional shard. So, I mean, it's going to be a grind. And, again, that's okay. So, all of this should look pretty familiar to you guys. This is Path of Eldari. This hasn't changed. It's just how you go about getting these. Instead of having missions and everything, how this works is you get a certain amount of tokens, and you can see those tokens once you click over on these 3 paths. Okay, and I think it's every 3 hours you get one of these, and basically you use these tokens to play these stages. And if you look, you got an alpha, a beta, and a gamma. And each one, if you click on this, has a faction or factions that aren't allowed in that path. So in the alpha path right now, you can't use Necrons. Beta path, you can't use any of the Imperial units. And then gamma is going to be any of the Chaos units that are out. Kind of interesting that in beta they got rid of all Imperial, in gamma they got rid of all of Chaos, but then in alpha they only got rid of Necrons. Kind of interesting that they didn't include Orcs, and they didn't include the Eldari. Maybe they just didn't think people will have enough of the other two factions unlocked, which is kind of weird because, you know, I would say the two easiest factions to get are the base Imperial stuff and then the Black Legion stuff. I mean, Orcs are pretty easy too. You just get that stuff by playing the game. But interesting that they only disallow Necrons here. Okay, so how this event works is each stage you get points based off of these special bonuses. So if you click on these will tell you what you need to do. So the first one is defeat all enemies. This one is a full psychic team, and as you can see, if you do it, you get different varying amounts of points. This one is path points, is full melee lineup, max 2 hits lineup, okay, full power damage lineup, and then resilience. And this changes based off of which path you're on, but it's the same for all the battles in said path. So what this means, guys, is you can play this. So if you look at this bottom one, I got the check mark. But if you notice, only this and this are checked. So you're going to have to play these stages multiple times to get these additional chunks of points, okay? And you're not going to be able to do them all at once. Now, once you do get the check mark, you can no longer get those path points for, you know, doing this again or defeating all enemies again. Now, if you look at all these, they say defeat all enemies. Anyway, to complete these, so this is just a bonus. The first time you can defeat all the enemies, you'll get this. And if you look here, it'll give you a high score. Now, this high score is just how many enemies you've killed. Okay. So, in this first one, you only need 35. In the second one, there's only 34 enemies. And then it has the remaining path points. So this will tell you how many path points you have left. So let's jump into this, and we'll do one of these real quick. And I'll show you how the gameplay loop really is for this. So we'll jump in. And as you can see, I'd already beaten this level. Now this is the easiest level. And it already removed those two things here. So now what it's going to tell me is it's going to tell me, you know, the other 4 that I can still work on. So this is where, you know, team building kind of gets crazy. Because depending on what you have unlocked, so this is my free-to-play account, I don't have a lot of unlocked stuff. So I don't have tons of options for this. So for instance, for the Psychic, I've got 1 character for Psychic. Alright? So if I want to do that, and you have to have a minimum of 3 characters. So I can't even do this one yet. I can't do the power one yet. Oh, sorry, I have 2 psychics. I can't even do the power one yet. The minimum hit one, I think I can do. Yeah, we've got Calendus, Certus. You're looking for other characters that only have like 1 hit. So yeah, so that character's good to go. Or 1 to 2. Roswitha's good to go. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, as you're filling in the characters, if you're still good to go on that particular group you're trying to, you'll still have this little icon here. And if you notice, characters will also have that icon. That means that they are usable for any of the remaining things that you have left. It doesn't necessarily mean they're usable in the particular one you're going after, but they are usable in one of. So I still have 4 available. So like these 2 characters are usable for some of them. Obviously, he's usable for the psychic one. He's usable for the power weapon one. But characters that don't have that aren't usable for any of the remaining missions. I guess is what we'll call them missions. So anyway, we'll start this and we'll knock this out. So this kind of works like Onslaught, in that you're going to have these spawn points and you're going to have waves of enemies coming in, and your objective here is just to kill the enemies. And guys, this is going to look easy at first, but it gets hard quick. So we'll just play through this real quick so you can see what happens. One of the cool things about this event, I do think you'll see one. I do think there is one you'll see. They did introduce some new characters to some of the pathways, which will be kind of cool. Not characters that you can use, but new enemies. Also, I guess I didn't mention this. Each pathway kind of has their own enemies, so a lot of that has to do with what you can and can't use. So this first pathway, for Alpha, you can't use Necrons because Necrons are the enemies you're facing. And we might actually struggle a little bit with this level. Even here early, just because I don't have any multi-hitters that deal with the scarabs. Kind of mean of them to make that something that you have to worry about. And you know, that's this level where it's like, oh, I couldn't use a lot of multi-hitters, and because I can't use a lot of multi-hitters, I don't have anything that's gonna stop these scarabs from going crazy. And as you can see, this does, you have a certain amount of waves, so this one we have 6 waves. It just keeps going. The next wave will keep coming, just like Onslaught works. Really need Roswitha not to die here, because she's like the only character that can handle. Just keep getting her healed up. So as you can see, guys, at least for some of these levels, the healers are actually going to be useful, finally, which is kind of nice. Okay, so this guy right here, oh, not Necron Warrior, this guy is the new monster in the Necrons pathway, and he hits like a tank, so just be aware of that. Man, it's gonna be embarrassing. I'm gonna have to start this video over and choose a different way to do this. That's not good. He's gonna come up here and just annihilate her. I don't really have a choice though. Oh, nice. Went for the healer instead. Well, I say nice. That's going to be bad once the healer's dead. But this is the last of the scarabs, so I should be alright. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so as you can see, even at the first level, if you don't have any of these characters built, this could be pretty challenging. But, you know, if you've been playing the game for a while, it's not going to be... The first couple levels won't be super challenging, but it does get hard very quickly. So as you can see, we're in the final wave has already spawned, and now we're just killing, you know, what's left, and then once we do, we'll be good. One thing to note, guys, you can block these spawns. So if you get, you know, characters lined up to block the spawn, it'll only allow one unit to spawn there, and sometimes that can be beneficial if you just try to limit the amount of enemies that are coming in. Alright, so here we go. So we beat this level, and as you can see, we defeated this. So this is the new one, the new mission on this that we were going after, and we got 65 points, and if you look, we didn't earn any more points for killing enemies. Okay, you don't earn any more points. We didn't earn any more points for high score, because we already reached the high score, which was 35. We just got those 65 points from the mission, and that's the total that we got, and then now our remaining total has gone down. And really, guys, that's it. That's how this event works. You just play these stages, you use your tokens to, you know, battle through the missions, the stages, and then you knock out these missions. So I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to show you guys how the Path of the Phoenix is going to work, to get the, you know, grind up for the legendary characters. I'm sure there's some whales, or I guess really what they call krakens, guys that spend tens of thousands of dollars or more on this game, that'll probably be able to grind out, you know, the legendary character right away. But for the rest of us schlubs, we're just going to be slowly working on this as the events come out. I think it's, let me just check real quick. Yeah, I think it's a 7-day event. So, you know, you got a whole week. Just work on it. You're not going to, you know, again, unless you're like a Kraken, you're not going to beat this go. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy it and have fun. One of the nice things about this, too, is that the actual, some of the Battle Pass missions are going to be a lot easier if you have one of these events going on. Just because, like, ones where you have to do a certain amount of damage or use a certain amount of abilities with certain characters and that kind of stuff, it's going to be a little bit easier to do that instead of having to replay a bunch of levels over and over again. You know, grinding out some of these is going to be the way to do that. So it's kind of nice too. It should help with that as well. So with that, guys, I'm going to end this video on this particular event. I am going to have a video coming out probably in a couple days that's going to show you a cool little trick you can do on 2 of these paths, which is going to be the alpha and beta. It's going to be a character that we up until recently has not been a good character. In fact, has been one of the worst characters in the game. But he actually has a special spot in this game, or in this type of event. He also works at Onslaught too, doing the same type of thing, but I feel like this event is where he's really going to shine. He did just get a buff as well. Some of you might know what character I'm talking about, but I will have a video spoiling that later and kind of showing you a neat little trick you can do with one of the, you know, bad characters in this game that's now actually a good character. So with that, guys, as always, if you're not subscribed to my channel and you enjoy my content, please go ahead and subscribe. We are sitting at 247 subscribers, which means we are 3 away from doing that 250 sub video, or not video, well, we'll do a video, but 250 sub event, where I'll be doing a giveaway. And you know, just like my past giveaways, that'll be a $30 gift card to either Apple Play or the Google Play Store. So if you'd like to be part of that giveaway, please go ahead and subscribe. Help me hit that 250 subs, and then you can be part of the giveaway. And I'll have a video out when we do hit that milestone with how to enter said giveaway. But with that, guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.